Okay guys, I don't know if you can see, but right there, that black spot is a bear. It's my first bear, and I think he's looking right at me. So I'm gonna wait on Joe. Come up here. There's a bear. See him right through there? He's got his back turned to us right now. Look at. So this is oh, you see him good right there. Woo! Don't look like he's too worried about it. No. So I'm hoping that's not a cub and there's a mama. So rather than antagonize it, we are going to go up the trail. Looks like he's moving off. He's got something down there because he ain't running off.
No, he's not.
Oh. Anyway, I guess this is as good a time as any. I'm Chad from Six Blog. I'm Sick, you know what I mean. And then behind me, Gizmo Joe. What up? And that back there is the bear. Anyway, this is day one of our super cool hike that we're attempting. I believe we're almost up to Shuckstack. We got a little bit of a late start this morning. Got on trail about 5:20, actually by the shelter at Fontana, and then we stopped at the visitor center to take advantage of the last privy with running water. So it's probably a little after 6 before we actually got started hiking good, and it's 7:03 right now. So we're hiking up to Shuckstack and take us a break there real quick and then keep going. I may do a little more video there. So we'll see you in a little bit. Just want to check in. Right now we are at Shuckstack. We just actually took about a 15-minute break, had us a little snack, pulled our shoes off, enjoyed ourselves, you know, all those things that some people thought that we might not be able to do since we're trying to get in such big miles. But anyway, we're at Shuckstack. We're a little over 5 miles in. It's 8:15. We're fixing to take off. Like I said earlier in my first video I did, we actually got a little bit of a late start, just because, you know, driving up and everything. So we're okay with that. We only have 23 miles to do today, and then like I said, we've already knocked out over 5, well, right at 5. So I think we're on a pretty good roll here. But anyway, it's fun. We got to see our first bear this morning. Saw a lot of scat throughout the trail, and all together it's really good. As far as temperatures, it feels really good standing right here. The wind's blowing, we're kind of in some shade, the sun's out. Supposed to have some record high temps this weekend, so we'll see how that goes. It's supposed to be 72 right now. It's about 72 degrees right now is what it is. So but you know, it's only 8:15 in the morning. But anyway, just real quick, this is our super ultralight, our first super ultralight hike. Our goal is to hike the entire length of the Appalachian Trail. It runs through the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. We started at Fontana this morning. We'll actually finish up a little bit on the other side of the park at I-40. Altogether, it's about 74 miles of the Appalachian Trail that we're going to hike along. And of course, that's not going to count any of the miles that we may have to hike off the trail to get to a shelter, or, you know, to grab water or whatever, you know, need be. So we're really excited about it. We put a lot of research, thought into what we're carrying, and we feel like what we've got is the best thing that we can have when you take into consideration our experience here in the park already, as well as just our experience with the gear that we have currently. So anyway, we're doing really good. Just to let you know, my pack weight did start out at 12 pounds. It was a little bit heavier than I anticipated, but 12 pounds isn't a bad weight, and I've already taken off some weight just by drinking up some of my water, which I'm going to refill. But I also ate my Cookie Crisp. So that's 1.5 ounces gone. But anyway, I'm having a good time out here hanging out with Gizmo Joe. Joe, you want to say anything?
In the woods.
How about your pack weight? What was it?
13.8 as of last night with all my food and water and everything. So drink a little bit of water so it's down.
Yeah, but your base weight was pretty low.
Base weight 3.75315.
Divided by pi. But anyway, his base weight was a little lower than mine. But I don't know. We're having a good time.
I think we got what we need though.
That's right. We're ready. So anyway, we're going to get off of this and get to hiking again. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay. So here I am at Molly's shelter. Molly's Ridge shelter. It's 11:50. And we are officially halfway on the trail for today's hike. We're 11.7 miles in, and we have 11.7 miles to go. Alright, it's Molly's shelter. Fireplace. Of course, somebody left their junk. Hikers, socks, and maybe a poncho and a book, a New Testament. Anyway, fell off anyway. I'm excited. It's going well. It took us approximately just under 6 hours to make it 11.7 miles. Of course, we stopped a few times, kind of took a break. We're going to stop here for about 20 or 30 minutes, take a break, and then we're going to keep going. Our destination for the night is Derrick Knob Shelter, and that's at 23.7 miles. So that's where we're headed. Anyway, everything's going great so far. Everything's working out, and just excited to be here. I'm gonna get off this. I'm gonna eat some lunch, wait on Gizmo Joe, and then we're gonna take off again. Till later. See ya. Okay, guys. I'm actually at Russell Field Shelter. It's 2/10 of a mile back up that way, and here's the water source down here. I've already hiked down here once and realized that I needed a Ziploc bag to scoop my water, so I had to hike back up there, get it, and hike back down. So just coming down to get this water is going to give me about an extra 8/10 of a mile added on to my hike today, but oh well. This is my water source. That right there. That's my water source. I'm gonna find me a spot. I got a Ziploc. I'm gonna scoop it up, fill up my 2-liter Sawyer squeeze bag, hike back up the mountain there, and I'm gonna take me a break, eat me a snack, and just relax. We're about 14.5 miles in, and Spence Field Shelter comes up next, and it's gonna be a pretty big hike. It's gonna be our last big hike of the day. And I heard that the water source there was kind of dried up, so that's why I'm adamant about getting my water here. So anyway, I'm not going to keep talking here. I'm going to get off and fill up my water and head on. See ya. Hey everybody, it's me. I just wanting to do a check-in real quick. Right now, the trail that is going up behind me actually takes you to Spence Field Shelter. And then directly in front of me, if I go to the left, I go back to Russell Field Shelter, and then if I go to the right, I'm going to go to Derrick Knob Shelter. I don't know if you can see that sign, but Derrick Knob Shelter is our destination for the night. 6.3 miles to go. So far everything's going great. We've got about 17.5 miles in, somewhere around there. Feeling pretty good. Realized that my food is not quite as much as I was hoping or thought it was going to be. I find that each 2 hours I stop, I'm really looking forward to eating my food. But anyway, I'm just hanging out here waiting on Joe. Got my shoes pulled off, my pack sitting here, my Gatorade and everything going, and I'm just chilling. I guess I can go ahead and do an update on some of my gear real quick while I'm waiting on Joe. So far, as far as my feet are doing great. I'm wearing the Innovate Rock Light 315s, and they're doing really great. Notice that my feet, when I pull my socks off when I'm taking a rest, my toes and stuff are really dirty. So obviously there's a lot of dirt coming in through the mesh, which is fine. That just means it's breathing really well. So I'm fine with that. But so far, like I say, 17 miles, somewhere right in there. And you know, I can tell I've been walking on them all day, but no blisters, no nothing like that. Still getting used to these socks, these toe socks. Feels weird with the extra material between the toes, but it's no problem. My water system, using the Sawyer squeeze in there, and that's working out awesome. I'm not going to say that it's better than my tablets, because I'm still carrying the same amount of water I would carry if I were to use my tablets. But the thing is I don't have to spend as much money on my filter there, because I've already bought it, whereas my tablets, you know, those things, anybody that uses them knows they can be quite expensive. But anyway, it's working out really well, and I'm timing my water to where I pretty much arrive with empty bottles. You can see I've got this one just about full, and this one's about a third of the way full. And like I said, I've got 6.3 miles to go to my next to my destination for the night, and that's going to last me. So, and that'll actually make, I've probably drank about 7 or 8 bottles of these today. So I've been staying pretty hydrated. My trekking poles, my Gossamer Gear LT4s, I haven't done any kind of review or anything on them since I've gotten them, but I want to say that they're awesome poles. I love them. They're solid. I haven't yet had one slip on me or give or anything like that. They're just awesome poles. I love them. Can't say enough good things about them. I don't have any complaints about them, and I don't feel like they're going to fail me in any way. At least not with my hiking style. Let's see, another thing I want to talk about is my watch here. This is the High Gear Axial Max watch. I have a little issue with it about pressing buttons and stuff with my hands when I'm walking, and I look and it might not be on the right place. But the biggest feature I use, I don't know how well you can see that, but right now I've got my altimeter on, and the time is what's showing, and that's the two main important things. And I judge distance by my altimeter, and I'll just kind of compare that to my little map here, and that's how I kind of keep up and know how far I've come, and I really like that. I really like that. It's working out pretty well so far. I'll say that the last 2 stops I've made, I've been making about between 2.5 to 3 miles an hour is what I've been getting at. We've been taking a lot of stops. We've stopped at each shelter at least 30 minutes. Actually, Molly Ridge shelter we stopped at for an hour. I didn't mean to stay that long, but I did. So altogether, I think we're making pretty good time. It's 4:19. We still got 6.3 miles to go, so I figure we'll be at the shelter about 7:30, something like that. And then that'll be the end of our 23-mile day. And we got a 28.3-mile day tomorrow. We'll actually get started on time in the morning and just see how tomorrow goes. My knees, I had some issues with my knees before I left. I'd been taking the glucosamine and doing the couch to 5K, and my knees, I was having some medial tibial pain, and I was kind of thinking this was going to give me some problems, and so far my knees are doing great, which I will say that I'm taking care of how I walk. I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm not getting in a rush. I'm just setting me a good pace, and I'm sticking with it, whether it's going uphill, downhill, or on flat ground. And so far it's working out pretty well. I can't really complain about my knees. I am wearing these Mueller knee straps here. I'm wearing one on each knee, but when I stop I take my knee straps off to kind of let the blood flow and, you know, just relax a little bit. And I am taking Motrin. I took 400 milligrams of Motrin at 6 o'clock this morning, and then I took 400 milligrams of Motrin again at about 1 o'clock, and then I'll take probably 300 when I go to bed tonight. And anyway, that's just kind of a quick update. I'm gonna get off here before I run my battery down on my phone. But anyway, I'll do some more video later. See ya.